Yes.
Mm, I'm gonna pull up the video that you sent just so I can see what you were talking about. Hold on. One second. Yeah, you guys can go and spec.
You go to spectate.
Are you gonna record this? It's only like a
Yes, I'm
3 play.
gonna record this.
Yeah, sure. I think you started out by saying that the medic shouldn't leave spawn for like 10-20 seconds, and like honestly, that's not how it's supposed to be. You just bring your medic to this left spawn, or just deep inside of spawn, like here. He just sits here, buffs people that go for sacks, and then when the either when the medic uses, when the sack waves get a force, or when the sniper's dead, then you can walk out. The med shouldn't walk out if the sniper's alive and the med's not forced. Like there's no point. You're just gonna put yourself at risk of getting dropped. So you just sit and spawn, and then your sack classes, they coordinate a sack, the pyro, the soldier, and the demo. He just buffs them, and then they go for a sack and see what happens. I think you talked about pushing this side, which is bad. It's not bad. If you can kill the sniper, this like pushing slope is way better than pushing cliff because you can get a lot of spam across. Like especially your demo, you can just spam them from above these rocks while they get CM. And like if you kill their sniper, you can bring your sniper here, and it just forces them out of that area. They just have to like get bunched up here, or they either have to go there. So like if you get a sniper pick, then you should always walk up this right side and try to do something. You know, just bring your sniper here, stay close to him so he doesn't get backstabbed, and then you just play around him. He'll just force people to either back off there or just back off here, and he'll just generally make space for you. Uh, Sometimes when the demo, the soldier, and the pyro are sacking, your scout and Andrew gonna be capping. You can ask your heavy to come up cliff. Always check the lamp for traps. There's most people in open are not gonna do this, but there could be a trap here inside of this lamp, and you have to like look at it from this angle just to see it. If you like walk up here, you're not gonna see it because of the light, but you just have to always check this for traps because like if a demo's watching and he sees the beam, like the medic's beam going up the hill, he's gonna probably get a drop. So always check this trap when you go up cliff. When demo, soldier, and pyro are sacking, and the scattered and are capping, you can always bring your heavy here to just sit here, and then bring your sniper here as well. Because if your sniper's here, you can just like peeks this corner, stay scoped in this corner with a heavy around him. He can't get bombed, and people can't rush him. And then anybody who crosses this sight line, they're basically dead. So it just forces people to not stay here. Like a lot of heavies like to stay here, like they stand here just to deny bombers with a sentry over there. And if a sniper goes there, the heavy like can't stay here anymore, and he's forced to reposition. Also the demo as well. This is like a really tight angle. If you're trying to push cliff, the demo can just spam down pipes, and they'll most likely hit everything, like in this thing. And then he can have stickies there, and you're gonna have to waste time trying to clear them. And like if your sniper is here, it forces the demo to not peek this anymore. Like if he peeks this, he just dies to the sniper. It just forces him to play back. Your spy should just always get the telly first. Just go through tunnel, get the telly, and if you can't force the medic, and if you can't force the medic, you should try to play for a pyro pick. If you can get the pyro, then try to get an exchange in, just so that you can force the Uber out when the pyro dies. Because like if the pyro's alive and you just use him through this corner, he can just blast you off. It's really easy. So you just have to either force the medic so you can push this side with the Uber out, Or kill the sniper so you can push the this right side, and with your sniper so you can pressure them. Or just kill the pyro and take an exchange, because it's most likely going to go your way if you play it correctly. When they lose, they're defending, so if they lose the Uber, it's just bigger disadvantage for them than it is for you. You can try to coordinate a sap with your spy. I think he can stand up these rocks and just stay cloaked in here forever, and just wait for you guys to push up. And then when you're calling that you're pushing, he can sap the sentry just so you can help get it down faster. The soldier should. Oh, this is also a good spot. You can bring a heavy. If the sniper is watching this, then this is not good. But you can bring your heavy or your soldier or your sniper here, and they can get a sightline on the sentry and pretty much anybody that's speaking this like entire angle. So this is pretty good. Like you can shoot people here, like especially heavy with the brass beast. I know it's like sounds stupid, but if you bring a heavy with the brass beast here and your medics in spawn like arrowing him, he can just keep spewing out damage and just being annoying in general. The sniper heal is also pretty powerful. Like he can get some pretty good angles if he just walks up. But again, you have to make sure that the enemy sniper doesn't just get free kills on you. Just like call if he's on this thing, if he's next to the sentry, then yeah, you can bring people here. But if he's like holding next to these rocks or like this thing, you should get a pick first, or at least force him to back out. Get your scout. Like when the card's deep, the scout and NG shouldn't be capping anymore. Like when the card's like this deep, the scout and NG can probably like do something else. Like just if the sniper is here, your scout can rush him, your NG can wrangle a mini sentry to just do damage. There's a lot of things they can do. But in general, if your scout can't do anything, if it's like sentries everywhere, a sentry covering everything, and people are being passive, so he can't do anything, your scout should just sack for the card. Just keep jumping the card, just to make sure so it doesn't go back. And that's something just like in general. If you see the cards going back, just get someone to touch it so that it doesn't go back. It always saves you time. Just like touch it and then run away, just so you can reset the timer and it doesn't go back anymore. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for first. I think V12 is going to be played this season, so I think these shutters are going to open if you're on defense. So it's like a good thing if you're trying to get away. If they on defense, if they push this side and you're forced to back out, let's say your medic drops or something bad happens, you can always run away from these doors. They open only if you're on defense, and offense can't open these doors. On defense, yeah, your center should be around here. Your NG should wrangle it and like be ready to deny bombers, because if you're playing against a good team, you're gonna send 3 people, and so the pyro can't outblast all of them. It's impossible. So you have to get your heavy and your pyro and your NG to try to deny the bombers. Because if your NG is wrangled, like with the aim assist that Wrangler has, you can juggle people in the air. You can just keep them in the air if they don't jump correctly. If they don't have enough momentum jumping, if you shoot them with the Wrangler, it will stop them midair, and they'll just go back up in the air and then back to spawn and probably crater. The heavy should just shoot either the pyro or the soldier, because they're both gonna land quickly, because the demo is going to probably put 2 stickies in spawn to jump, so he's going to take a while to land. But the soldier and the pyro are going to be using the jetpack and normal rockets, so they're going to fairly quickly. So your heavy needs to mow them down as quickly as possible, just so they don't get a force. Some medics like to sit inside of the dispenser. The dispenser should be here. Some medics just sit inside of it. It's a good strat, but if there's 3 people bombing, it's almost always going to be a force, because the dispenser is only 300 HP if it's level 3, and so that makes the medic have 450 health, and 2 rockets and the pyro and 2 stickies from the demo who's still in the air are going to be more than enough to destroy the dispenser and do damage to you, and if you don't force, you're going to drop. So if your spy, he should just be standing on this rock, anywhere on these rocks, just somewhere where people can shoot him, and just stay cloaked with the cloak and dagger, and just call everything that's happening. Call who's bombing, the demo, the pyro, and the soldier. Call who's pushing the cart. Call whether the medic's out of spawn or not. Call if the sniper's going this side or that side, if he's on these rocks, if he's there. Your spy should just be here calling everything that's happening, because you can't really get any information on defense from this thing, because anything you peek, you're at risk of getting sniped or getting picked. So you need your spy to give a lot of information when you're on defense. If he calls the 3 people are jumping, your medic should get out of the dispenser. But if he calls like soldier and demo jumping, or maybe the soldier only or the demo only, you should just sit inside of the dispenser because it's really good. Just like it's 450 health. It's like being a buffed heavy, so you're not gonna die anytime soon. Your demo should just be like playing around this corner. You should always trap this. Like there's a lot of good trap places. This is a good trap place. This is a good trap. This is a good trap. You put traps on these rocks, and on these rocks the trap like doesn't show. It clips inside of the rocks, so it's like it's kind of good if soldier jumps there because like a lot of soldiers on offense they like to jump here, just spam the sentry with a direct hit, but you can have stickies there to deny them. What else? Yeah, the lamp trap. Yeah. Can you see these like small rocks on the like the textures on the ground?
Yeah.
Okay, you see this rock that I'm looking at, the small one? This one.
Yeah.
Okay, so if your demo crouches and then looks all the way down, he has to look all the way down as like to the point where he can't move his mouse slower. He just has to align his crosshair with the rock like this, and then stands up and looks at this corner. See this corner? You put your crosshair like exactly on this corner, and all of the stickies that you're gonna shoot are gonna be perfectly hidden inside of this lamp. Hold on, I'll try to show you. Yeah, it's this one. If you crouch down like this, I think you look here. Yeah, it's perfectly hidden inside of the thing. Yeah, these ones are blue. They're gonna show way more, but if they're red, they're gonna blend in. And like if you're walking out of spawn, look, it's basically invisible. It's invisible up to the point where you're like here. Here you can start like seeing just a bit of the stickies, and when you're around here, you can fully see them. Like anybody walking up this, going out of spawn, they can't really see it. The only way they can like know that you're putting them is if they have somebody standing here and just waiting for you to put them. But like all the way up to here, they're like completely invisible. And if the demo just times it correctly, if you see that if your spy calls it the medic's on cliff, you can also call if he's on the lamp. But if your spy calls it, the demo can just drop him instantly. So it's really good. Only if the enemy team is stupid, because any good team is gonna always check this first. Like the pyro's probably gonna, when he sacks, he's probably going to go up cliff to jump from this thing or this thing. Like he just uses the jetpack to jump from here. The first thing he's going to do is air blast this lamp before jumping. So, but you know, it's always worth a try. You can always keep it there, and your demo can keep an eye on his sticky count. And if it goes down, then he can put the sticky somewhere else. Your soldier on defense should try to deny the car as much as possible. Like either your scout and soldier, both of them, like just stand close to the tunnel. Just keep denying the car with rockets and the scatter gun. Just keep denying it as much as possible. Your heavy should just like stay on this rock, and if he can, if he's like forced out of this position, you should either like stay close to the sentry, or he can drop down on this ledge thing, like here. Because he can still do damage to people here, and some people here if they try to push this, and he can still deny the card as well if he looks down. What else? Oh fuck, I spawned here. I think that's pretty much it for this first point. If the sniper's chilling like here or on the rocks, it's pretty much a free spy kill. If your spy knows how to play, like you can just walk up to him, shoot him with the revolver or the enforcer. Like if the sniper's here and he's like alone, disconnected from his team, you should always try to go for a pick on him. Like either your scout can rush him, your soldier can maybe bomb him, your spy can get him. Like a sniper pick on first, Badwater, it's really good because it gives you the chance to push up the right side, which is like way better than pushing the cliff. It's impossible to deny you when you're pushing the side, like even with the pyro, and so you just get the damage done even if the pyro is alive. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. If you're defending and like shit goes wrong, you just go inside of this door. This is V9. I don't think V9 is gonna open.
I checked the map, like the map pool and the V9.
It's V9.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on, let me check.
I posted it on the important stuff.
I think the doors should open. Yeah, they do. If you're on defense, these doors can open. So if you're caught in and you can't leave from tracks, you can always leave through roof. If you're playing against a bad team, you can hold roof. But if you're playing against a decent team, you should never hold roof. Holding roof is the retard hold. You're gonna get wiped if you hold roof because you can't deny people like from just grouping up on you and sandwiching you. People can be on the tracks doing spam to you. People can walk up from front stairs. People can walk up from back stairs. The soldier can spam you from here. The sniper can like get a huge sightline from here. It's basically impossible to hold roof if you're playing against a decent team. If you're playing against a bad team, yeah, it's possible. They're just gonna keep pushing these stairs probably or these stairs, and they're not really gonna get anything coordinated. Or if you're playing against a good team, like don't try to hold roof. It's just gonna end badly for you. When you lose second, when you lose first, just leave either from tracks or roof, and then just if you're on roof, just jump down and try to hold this corner. It really depends. Your main caller should be calling this. It depends on how many players and who the players are that are alive. But generally, like if your NG lives, then he should go set up on third. There's no reason to set up on second unless like they cap and they're like 2 players up. If they only have 2 players up, your NG can set up on second. He can maybe get a sentry here and keep it wrangled. But if they have decent player numbers and you have them as well, your NG should just leave and set up on third. You can hold this corner tightly. This thing kind of fucks up the hold because like if in V12 and other versions, this wall thing's not here, and so it's way easier to put out damage. Like if a demo stands here and your med's here, keeping him buffed, he can just deny this whole choke area with the stickies, and so this thing just cuts out a lot of the damage potential potential damage you could be doing. But it also works really well for the offense because just like angles, like a demo man here can do way more damage around this wall than a demo man here. Because if you're trying to do damage from here, you're gonna have to peek this, or you're gonna have to spam down from these. And since you're closer to the wall, you can't really back out. Like as much as you back out, you're still gonna be close to this wall. Like if you're gonna spam down your stickies, you're always gonna have to put the arc up so that the like the landing point is gonna be close to this area. But if a demo is playing like on this side of tracks, he can always back out as much as he wants to, and he can just make the arc way lower, which make the stickies land faster. Like I don't know if you guys like understand what I'm saying, but a demo here, he's gonna have to aim like this so that the stickies land here, and they're gonna take way more time just getting there. But a demo on this side, he can just aim like this, charge the sticky just a little bit, and then it'll land like either here, or just like generally here, forcing people out. But generally, what you want to do is if the sniper's alive, he's gonna be watching tracks like this. Yeah, this also kind of fucks up the sniper sideline. But he's going to be watching this, so you can't really peek this for free. What you want to do is just go up roof, take roof as quickly as possible, because most teams are going to have... you should always have your flank playing on roof. Like, you shouldn't hold roof with the combo, but you should have your flank going roof, just so they can call out when the enemy team goes roof. When you lose roof, you need to back out instantly, because if the sniper's on roof and you're not out, you're just free kills. He just clicks on every one of you, and you all die. So when you're flank, they need to be on roof, and they need to call out when they're going roof. And they don't like they shouldn't call it out late. Your flank should be like, hold on. They should just be like around here. Your scout should be around here. He can spot if they're going from back stairs. He can spot if they're going from front stairs. And your soldier should just be on the roof, just chilling, on these things, or just anywhere, basically doing spam. He can just shoot rockets at this wall from here. And when they do damage, he can call that somebody's coming roof, and then you can back out. What else? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Your heavy should hold close. If he's not on roof, he should like hold this corner close. Because if your sniper's on, if your demo spamming from this, people can't really peek your heavy, and so the heavy can hold close, and anybody that rocks it to his crosshair is just completely dead. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think for second, when you cap second, you're gonna get forward spawn. So even if you can't go roof, and even if you can't push this, just try to get a spy cap done. Like it's gonna give you forwards, and it's gonna force them to back out of roof. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much it for second. Third, wait, on offense. Let me talk about offense. I think I already talked about it on the defense. You should like as soon as you cap second, you either get your demo to like if you can't take roof, or you have players down, just play tracks for a little bit. get your demo to spam a bit. If the sniper's alive, if the sniper's dead as well, you can play tracks. Like the sniper being alive is what really like denies you from taking these like this area. But if he's dead, you can just walk up here and do damage. Like it's just free damage for you. But if the sniper's alive, you just go up roof. Uh, Again, good teams are not going to be holding roof, but bad teams could. And if they are getting and if they are holding roof, you should just get lots of things to happen at the same time. Just tell your soldiers to spam them from here, maybe even jump them. Tell your pyro or something to hold on.
I'm kind of late. What did I miss?
The medic thing didn't change from the first map. Just sit in the dispenser on the first point.
Alright.
And if you get spammed, just go away.
Just run if need be.
I'm back. Sorry. Yeah, I was saying get your soldier if you're on offense and they're holding roof, get your soldiers to spam them there or try to jump. Get your pyro to go backstairs and just like flank them. Just WM onto them. A lot of pyros like don't complicate things. If you see somebody in front of you, just W mouse one. You're just gonna do way more damage, rather than blasting them and shooting them with a shotgun. You should always never use a degreaser unless you're like a god at shooting at hitting shots. If you're like never gonna miss your shotgun shells, you should use a degreaser. But if you're not that good, you should never use a degreaser. Just a straight downgrade. Just use the stock flamethrower or the backburner and just WM on into people. It's powerful. It's good, and it's just how you play pyro. If the spy's alive, you spy check, and if he's dead, then you reflect spam. And if there's no spam, you just WM on into people. Like no matter how stupid it sounds, it works. You know, people are not going to be able to both focus on the 8 players on the enemy team and the pyro as well. Because if there's 2 people shooting at one person and one of them is a pyro, you can't really kill the pyro who's just walking at you and also deal with the other person. So just the pyro just walking at you with his flames is just something scary, and it just makes people like it's just a really good thing to do. If you see someone in front of you, just W mouse one. Don't try to air blast them. Don't try to do something fancy. Just WM1. They're gonna die.
Or you're gonna die if it's the heavy.
Yeah, no. It's if again for that to happen, you need to actually like be 100% focused on this pyro, and it doesn't work like that way. Like I've played like more than enough games to like know this. If the pyro's coming in alone, yes, he's a free kill. Just click on him and he dies. But if there's like 1 or even 2 people just like with him, maybe just like aggressing you. Let's say like there's a fucking demo here. So your heavy's gonna look at him. He's gonna like start shooting him. The pyro just WM ones and just backburner fucking crits all of you. It's
Alright,
like
that
you always need
works,
to
yeah.
call the pyro like where he's gonna walk forward, and you just need to like look at him and focus fire him. Or else he's just gonna get way too much damage done. Yeah. After you take roof, you just get your sniper here, and they should like automatically back off. They're, like if they're still holding this with your sniper on roof, it's just a free kills for him. He just clicks on their heads. Third, I think there's like this balcony thing. Yeah, this is pretty good. On defense, you can either choose. Again, this depends on like how many players you have alive, but you can either choose to hold close, like your soldier and scout can be here, your demo can be here, your med can be close to this thing, and your sentry should like always gonna be in this window. But if you decide to hold close, you just keep the heals around house, and you just deny people from walking house, and your flank can deny boiler while your heavy sits here. He sits on like this top thing, and he just shoots people either in house or in boiler. Or you can just do the normal hold. You just put a dispenser here, get your medic here, your demo plays on this thing to deny house, but like not too far forward. If you're here, anybody that walks up to you is your free kill. If you're here, it's way harder to kill you because the sentry can cover you now. But your demo just stands here, he just locks down this thing, you can put traps, you can just spam stickies. Your flank should also be here, but they should just focus on calling the sniper, because if the sniper's called the map, if the sniper's called boiler, then your demo should just back out of here and just play closer to the medic. The pyro should just like play close to the medic, just keep spy checking. Like as a pyro, there's basically nothing you can do here. Like everybody that is gonna be too far away from you for you to do any significant damage. So you don't even need to look in front of you. You just keep looking behind you and keep spy checking. Just pretend this whole area just doesn't exist. You just need to spy check, keep spy checking, and make sure your demo, who's here, and your medic, who's going to be close to you, don't get backstabbed. Your heavy can play top in here. He can chill like for a few seconds here, just to make sure the NG can set up safely without the spy stabbing him or like somebody jumping him. And your sniper should, if possible, you should always play inside of this window. Instead of like a lot of snipers play on these tracks, or like here, you should play inside of this window. It's so powerful. You have a sightline on the boiler, you have a sightline to tracks, and you have a sightline to the house. So when your flank calls or your demo calls the where the combo is coming from, your sniper can just either rotate like this or just look either way and just like destroy them. And it's like the most difficult thing. The only way, like technically the only way you can kill the sniper here is if the enemy sniper kills him, because there's no way the spy is going to be able to get up to him if everybody's like looking around and being aware, and especially if the pirate, like there's gonna be a dispenser here. There's literally no reason for you to let go of mouse 1. Just hold down mouse 1 and just flail your mouse around. Just do like this, and eventually you're gonna find the spy, or you're just gonna keep him off of you. You know, he's not gonna come close to your flames, which means he's not gonna come close to your team. Just hold mouse 1 and just keep this. It looks retarded, but that's how you spy check. You know, you can't just like look somewhere and you just hold mouse 1 and keep flailing your mouse around until you find the spy, or he just like stays away from you. But yeah, a sniper here is really fucking powerful. The only thing that can kill him is the enemy sniper. On offense, you can. Oh, this balcony thing's really good. You should always try to bring your sniper here, because he can get a sightline on this thing. He can get a heavy pick or even a demo pick. You should get your heavy here as well, so people don't rush your sniper. Your demo can try to peek house. If the sniper is called next to the sentry, then you shouldn't really peek house. But if you can, just like make space for yourself first. Like as a demo, you put stickies here, make sure nobody's here. Then you peek a bit, put stickies there, make sure nobody's there. Put stickies here, just make sure nobody's gonna rush you. And then like put stickies around you. 2, 3, 4 stickies here, and then you just spam down pipes. Because if you put the stickies here, nothing can jump you, nothing can rush you, and you're like locking yourself off, completely safe, and you can just spam pipes. If you use the lock and load, I think you can even with the iron bomber, you can still get pipes in like the sentry window. Oh. Yeah, they fixed this, but there used to be this thing. I think if you yeah, but it doesn't work here because like they added this like wall thing on like normal bad water. You can like this wall didn't exist. Like you could shoot like above it. I think if you look at like this rock, I think. Yeah, just like at the tip of it, and then there used to be railings like here. But if you look like around here, you can shoot with the lock and load, and it will land directly on the sentry. It was so like that's probably one of the biggest reasons why they changed like that wall, is because you can just like be here behind this and shoot everything that's behind like inside of that window. Like, and it's not even like splash damage, it's direct pipes. Each one of them is going to do 120 to the sentry and 50 damage to anyone that's close to it. So that's why the wall is always taller than the normal version of bad water. When the sniper dies, you can walk up tracks, you can walk up the balcony, and you always need to like the med is going to be like either around this corner or around that corner, and so you need to milk your Uber as much as you can. You need to take like, let's say you're walking up tracks, you can walk up all the way here without even using. Like you only need to use when you're like close to here just to do the damage, because like the sentry is not going to be able to kill you in time, and like people are not going to do enough damage to you because they know that their sniper is dead, and they know that your sniper is watching, so they're not going to be peeking a lot of these things. And if they do, then it's just free kills for your sniper. But yeah, pushing third, you always need to milk your Uber as much as you can, but like obviously you don't want to drop. So if you're low, if the person you're healing is low, you should just use. But like again, if you're walking tracks or walking up bats, just like try to make as much space for yourself as possible without using. Yeah, that's I think that's pretty much it. Like when you cap third, you're gonna get forwards again, and I don't think holding this corner is viable. Like they might hold it if you all like die after you cap. They might hold it for a bit, but after you spawn, they're gonna back out. Pushing last is kind of a fucking pain in the ass. You should have your scout maybe try to go tires, just spot who's there, and then your soldier should clear out map room with your heavy, and your sniper should just play on the tracks. You should always call the sniper. He's not going to be like in too many places. He's either going to be top left, top right, or on tracks. Some snipers that just stand here with their team close to the center, or like inside of this thing. Because like if you stand in the doorway, the spike can't get behind you. So this is like a free like backstab guarantee. You're never gonna get backstab if you stand as a sniper. But like this is like on the condition that you stand in this doorway, and so you're a way easier pick for the enemy sniper. But on offense, you want to your demo should just stay aggressive here. Make sure people are not like in this. Hold on. Your demo should just like stay aggressive here. Make sure people are not like all the way up here. You should just like spam them out with stickies. If you get a sniper pick, then you can just play on the bat. What it means is just get your heavy to stand here and your demo here as well, and just basically pretty much your entire combo to play here. Because if the sniper is that nothing can shoot you consistently here except for the demo. Like a demo can spam stickies at you, but if there's a heavy and a demo here, the demo can't really peek this, or else he's gonna die very quickly if you hit your shots. And so if the sniper's dead, just call to walk up tracks and just play bats. And just do as much damage as possible before the sniper spawns. And when the sniper spawns, you can drop down and use on them. You should always get a sap like coordinated. Your spy, like the sentry's either gonna be here, 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 or like here, I think. If it's here, like around this thing, your demo can just spam it for free. You can just like stand here and shoot like this. If you shoot pipes, hold on. Oh god, I have to jump all the way. Sentry's like either there or there. It's just you don't even take damage from it. You just shoot like this, and these pipes are gonna land directly on it, or like this. Oh, both sentries are gonna be. They usually any good energies are usually gonna put them here just so it can catch someone who's not careful enough. Like if you walk up the tracks like this and you jump on accident, like just like to get away from it, it will actually juggle you just because of the angle. It's like slightly looking below you, like the angle is just slightly up to the point where if you jump to try to surf the sentry, instead of going back, you're gonna go up. You're gonna get like juggled on this wall, and the sentry is gonna kill you. Because like if you jump like this, I'm pretty sure the sentry can see you. And if you jump here, the sentry will juggle you. It will keep you like here, and then you just die to it because there's nothing you can do. So always make sure you just like walk up close to this wall, and then try to like spot the sentry with like just the tip of just like spot it like without looking at it fully. And then when you spam it, the engine should take it back. If it's here or here, you don't really need to get a sap on it, because when you just focus it down. You can just walk up here, put stickies, and just sentry will go down. You know, it doesn't even do damage to you. But if it's there, there's no way for you to spam it without taking damage. So your spy can either just stay cloaked, like anywhere close to here, or here, and he can just stay cloaked forever. It says I'm ready. Oh shit! It says that he's ready to sap, and then when you call to go in, he can just jump down and sap the sentry. You need to make sure map room is clear, because most of the time there's going to be a heavy and a soldier here. The soldier's either going to be like on this like ledge thing, and the heavy's probably going to be close to this or inside of this window. So if they're called here, like before a good push, you should always clear out map room, just so they just like if you use on tracks and they're still here, they just AFK, wait for the Uber to fade, and then just start shooting you down from high ground. What else? Oh, if it's a stalemate and nothing's really happening, you can get a sack wave in, and it just depends on where the medic. If he's here, like in shadow, I think this is called shadow or secret, I don't even remember. But if he's here, like close to the dispenser and the sentry, you can get your heavy. Like your med should stay back. You get your heavy, and your demo and your pyro to just come up fast and just jump down. Just jump down and start shooting the medic. They're obviously gonna die, but it's gonna be like way more likely for them to drop the medic or even force it. Because like the pyro just jumps down, holds mouse 1 and just does this. Just hold mouse 1 and just flail your mouse around. The heavy just starts shooting while he's falling, and he just again just fucking shoot and flail your mouse around. You're gonna do damage, more damage than you expect. And your demo can obviously just jump down, put some stickies and even pipes on the dispenser because it's gonna be guaranteed splash damage on anybody that's close. But yeah, if you can get the first, then you have Uber out, and you just wait for good picks. Like let's say you have Uber out, and like it's just like everybody's alive on both teams, and you have Uber out. You can't really just walk up because like the demo can spam you, the sniper can get you. You need to wait for a pick. You just need to chill. You have full override. It's going to be 40 seconds. So in those 40 seconds, you have to either play with your sniper so you can kill their sniper, or like kill somebody important like a demo or something, or just wait for a spy to get a pick, or you flank to get a pick. It doesn't matter. You can't really push on an like solely on an Uber if you if like both teams are all alive. It's just way harder to do damage, especially with the pyro air blasting you. The heavy that's buffed, he's gonna take a lot of damage to take down. It's just gonna be too hectic for you to do anything useful. You need to get picks before you can commit on a push. Yeah. As a demo, you can just walk up if there's no sentry here, you can walk up these tracks and just shoot stickies like this. Some people like to play on these tracks. If the demo is playing on these tracks, you don't even have to look at him. Like, if he's here, you just focus on avoiding his stickies and his pipes as a demo, and then you just put stickies there, and now he's disconnected from his team. Like, he can't go back unless he just like goes all the way around the stickies like this, but it's going to be more time for you to shoot him. So if he's disconnected, call that he is like disconnected from his team, and so your soldier can maybe bomb him here, shoot him down, your heavy can pick the corner. It's just a free kill. It's like a really good thing to do. You just put stickies there like this, and this even gives you the opportunity to do this. You can just like have your stickies in front of you and then just play really, really aggro, because a lot of the classes, they can't really do much damage to you from mid-range. And so if you have your stickies here, pretty much only the demo, maybe the sniper, and the soldier and the scout can do like decent damage to you. So the pyro, the heavy, and the rest of the classes that are like around here, they're not going to really be able to deal with you as a demo. You can just put your stickies here and start spamming them on the sentry, spam the spawn. Just you can do a lot of things. I think you can. I think there's 2 spawn doors. Spawning is random, but yeah, you have the you have this thing. You should always like judge whether or not, if you like a lot of you die and you all spawn in the same spawn, don't go out of the same door, because I've seen games where like 5 people die, 5 people respawn, 5 people walk up, 5 people die to a trap. There's a demo spawn camping here, and like all 5 of them die. So like always try to call who's spawn camping what spawn, and then just either try to fight them if you know you have an advantage, or just try to change drop down and just like go to the slower spawn, or go up and go to the top spawn. Yeah, I think let me think. Ooh, if you're on offense, if you yeah, you should be just like holding close to here with your medic. Your heavy should be in map room. Your soldier should be in map room, and your scout should be just spotting in tires. Spotting, it just doesn't. He doesn't necessarily have to take fights. He just needs to call if the enemy team's going tires. If they do, you can put stickies like this. And when they jump down, even if they Uber, you just get your stickies, and the medic hits the skybox, and everybody that jumps down is completely dead. If they're called to go, they're going map room, you just put stickies like this. Again, even if they use, you set your stickies, and they go to the skybox. It's just like 2-3 seconds of time gained for you. You should always judge whether or not to play aggressively. If you have picks and they have no sniper, you should just like stay close to the tracks. But if the sniper is alive and like the enemy demo is here, you should just like play passively here. Just have your stickies like this, so he doesn't walk down the tracks, and just keep spamming down your pipes. If you're at disad, if they like drop you or kill you, you should play closer to spiral like this, because in case they use, you can just walk back into spiral and go up slightly, and now it's way harder for them to kill you. And if they use and don't kill you as a medic, it's just really bad for them, since you can just get the Uber in less than like 20 seconds, and then you can just repush them and get them out. And it's gonna be ad for them again. But like it's gonna be slight because of the because both teams have all the players alive. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for last. Yeah. If the soldier jumps like above map room, like here, you should always get someone to come back to deal with him, like either your soldier or your scout. Just don't let him like spam you for free. But yeah, that's pretty much I think for this map. Like there's a lot of more things to talk about, obviously, but like most of them just come from experience. The more you play the map, the more you're gonna understand a lot of the like the minute things that happen, like the really like small decisions that you need to learn to make, especially as someone who make calls and like calls what his team should do and should not do. So yeah, that was just like map talks are just like general things, but you always have to adapt to like what's happening. You always need to adapt to the team that you're playing against, and so like don't like don't like take what I said like exactly like I said it, because like things are obviously like you have 18 players on the server. Nothing is gonna happen like the way you expect it to. Like not everything at least. So you just have to adapt to everything that the other players are like planning or trying to do, which is like really fucking important. And like I know people who just like watch a map talk and they do like exactly what's like being said to them, and then just like one player on the enemy team just does something different and they just fucking can completely fuck because like they don't know how to deal with it. Like maybe in the map talk, like they tell the heavy to hold here, but then people keep jumping this side and the heavy still holds here, and it's just like you need to adapt. If you see people jumping like this top thing, you should have somebody deal with them, and if nobody's jumping this, then you can like rotate back and get your heavier to deny house even more. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. You can send the video to the rest of the people.